Welcome back to another episode of your favorite show, The Get Real Show. Today we have a very sensitive and interesting topic at hand. Nigeria should be thankful for Buhari, says Femi Adesina. Agree? Disagree? Let's hear it from the rest of the squad. On my left-hand side, I've got your boy, Victor Chibuzo. On the right, I've got your boy, Ori Dollars Young Mandela. And you guys know what the topic is today. Nigeria should be thankful for Buhari, says Femi Adesina. What do you guys think? Ori Dollars?
Okay. I don't think Femi Adesina knows what he's talking about, because if you actually know what he's talking about, then you should be able to know that the majority of Nigerian population, we are very sad. We are not happy. Things were not going the way it were in 2015 before Buhari came to power. Buhari destabilized our economy, putting us in the world headquarter, poverty headquarter of the world. When Buhari came to power in 2015, our debt was 11 trillion naira. But as of today, 7 years later, we are 32 trillion naira. So how could we be grateful or thankful to Buhari for taking us backward? Education, zero. Our youth has been on strike. In the last 7 years, they've been on strike for more than 5-6 times, if I'm not mistaken. So and what I'm saying, being on strike, the first strike may be in 6 months, 7 months, 8 months sometimes. The youths who are supposed to be in school for 4 years, for some 4 years courses or from 3 years courses, they end up being in school for 7-8 years. You spoil their career. We have 14 million graduates, no job in Nigeria. We have 13.5 million, or approximately 14 million children out of school. Under Buhari, there is no one university that has been built in Buhari regime. People cannot live. Majority of Nigeria, which is over 80% of Nigerian population now, they are living under $1 a day. Yes, when you have approximately almost 100 million people in poverty in Nigeria, and Nigeria is 250 million people. So more than like 45% of your Nigerian population are into poverty. How can we be grateful to that, Mr. President, please? Mr. President need to apologize to Nigeria that I've not been able to deliver my promises. That's what I would say.
Victor.
It's very saddening that if people are not even seeing, at least they can listen. If they can't listen, they can see what is going on. Like Nigeria is really totally going down. You know, if you're frequently on the media, you will hear there's a comic song they made when he was talking. You know, and I guess he was not even, he don't even know what he was saying. He was just saying that Nigeria is from top to bottom, meaning that if people can actually read sense into what he's saying, he will tell you that he just won single-handedly bring Nigeria from top to bottom as well. You know, there's nothing that is working. We cannot thank that man for anything. Maybe if Adesina was saying that, he's saying that for personal things, you know, because there is people that in the bad governance, some people that are still gaining more from the government. They're the ones that will tell you the government is trying, we should be thankful. What are we thankful for? There's no good roads. There's nothing we can thank for. There's nothing, absolutely nothing. You know, even the poor masses cannot even buy anything anymore, because why? The prices of everything is going way far. I don't want to mention names. I don't want to go deep. into politics of Nigeria because it's very crystal clear. Even people that are not from Nigeria can tell you how shitty your country is. Everybody can now talk to you anyhow because of the situation in your country. These days, people find it very hard to travel by road. So what are we thankful for? We have someone there that we call the head of the federation. You actually doing nothing, zero. Do you get what I mean? And come to think of it, exactly what they promised Nigerians when they are coming in 2015 is not what we are seeing. I don't know if you get my point. It's not what we are seeing. We're seeing triple failure of what they promised Nigerians. Like Ori said, there's nothing we can't thank him for nothing. For personally, I don't see nothing. And as it stands in Nigeria, there's no one that will thank you. Somebody with rightful senses will not thank him for anything. The only thing we are thanking is God for letting people survive and live. You know, count so many of them. There's no good roads. There's no houses. People are staying under the bridge. These people are the people that are even, instead of saying we should be thankful to Buhari by Adesina, I think he should also look at the way the situation make everything to be worse. Police are doing a lot of things. I think a lot of forces in Nigeria, because of frustration, they are doing things they're not even supposed to do. We don't know who to fear anymore. You understand? People don't fear robbers anymore. They fear the forces, because of corruption.
Because the forces has been designed, all over the world. Police forces have been designed to intimidate the blacks. And I say all over the world. It doesn't matter whether you are from black country. It doesn't matter whether you are from Europe or America. All over the world. You can imagine we always read from the story, or this one is clear. Where in America, from 18 to maybe 40, young guy, you are eligible to be arrested for crime as a black. Then when you come to Africa, those from 18 to that same 40, they can molest you. Police can do anything. Humanize you, dehumanize you, do all sorts of things. It has happened. It's always happening in Africa. So you put it all, they know how the plan is. So when you now come to Nigeria, it has been designed for police to support the political and the elites. It has been designed like that. The police force is not designed. How can you say police should be police service? You say police force. It means you are forcing your people to do what you are not supposed to do. Even if the thing is, if they are on their right side, they will still take force. Beating, dehumanizing people, all those kind of things. Nigeria, I think we are regretting for voting for President Buhari in 2015. Because all the promises he made were not fulfilled. Nothing has been done. Nothing. So, Mr. President, in my lifetime so far, I can say boldly, President Buhari is the worst president Nigeria has ever produced. Because we've seen things. Our airline for the past 7 years that you said you are going to bring back, nothing has been shown for that. Mr. President, key people. His regime, even if his regime killed people, soldiers, genocide, people in Zaria, people in Kaduna, South, people in Southeast Nigeria, you call them the Biafra. You proclaim them as a terrorist, which they have not been proclaimed as a terrorist by the international organization. Buhari take us backward. Buhari is taking us back to before we got our independence, which even before we got our independence, thing was still okay, but because we were not independent. So now we are not independent. Buhari personalized everything. Buhari, nepotism is too much. Every appointment must go to his region. They dominate everywhere. The airport, port by land. Every sector is being dominated by Buhari regime. That is not a good leader. That is a dictator. He's a dictator. We knew what Buhari did in 1984. So Buhari has always been a bad boy. You know, Buhari came in 1984. He overthrown a democratic president just as he is now. People voted for him and a soldier came to overthrow him. He did that. And people are still saying we should vote for him in 2015. We voted for him. And now, so Buhari should be begging Nigeria. Because Buhari, after Buhari's tenure, Buhari should go to jail, walk out jail. Yes, he should go to jail.
And Ori and Melody, you know, another thing, I remember vividly, there was a topic we were discussing and Tunji mentioned that, you know, another problem we have also is because we, the youths, we Nigerians, we really not helping each other. We really not helping ourselves in the sense that you find out like a topic like this, you won't even see people talk about it. You won't see people discuss it, but rather they want to watch BBN. They want to engage themselves in things that are not relevant. You know what I mean? Because if you can remember what Tunji said in the previous episode we had, and he was talking about youths focusing their energy on someone getting a second wife, right? So now let's talk about if someone can say Nigerians should be thankful to Buhari. I think is that moment the energies need to come out. People need to show, like people need to voice out what for. You understand? State your facts. This is, we can never for one day be thankful to Buhari because what? He brought us back. Like, I don't know which country in Africa that I can compare Nigeria with. Do you get what I mean? So if there's a lot of voices on this kind of issue, on this kind of topic, I think the message will be sent. You understand what I mean? Even the same Adesina that was saying we should thank Buhari, I think when he's alone, he will rethink. You understand what I mean? Because this is a person that is gaining from the government. And if he's saying we should be thankful, he's just saying it for his own propagandas.
Well, but me, I'm not going to blame Nigerian youth as much as people blame them.
Why?
Because there are little you can do. And the Nigerian youth are doing their best. Okay, what else do you want us to do? In 2020, they staged a protest, a massive protest that have never been done in Nigerian history. Organizing a massive protest, taking care of everybody. The people that are injured have been taken to the hospital. And the medication and the hospital bill has been taken care of by this same youth. And this event was for like almost 2 weeks. The whole Nigeria have never seen something like that before. And it shook the whole wide world. But they killed them. They killed them. We know. And this is not the first time. It's not the second time. It's not the third time. It has always been. So Nigerian youth has always trying to take their country back. But maybe you may say it's not enough. Okay, I may agree. But they've tried. So when you've done all you could, and there's no change, you have to face another thing. These people also have their own life to live, to build other things. And we still have people who are still saying, okay, we don't want this government have done bad things, we need a good one. But what we need to let them know, and the Nigerian people should know, as for me, is for us to restructure Nigeria and to change our constitution. That is the only way forward for us. If you are going forward and it's not going, you are going this direction, it's not going, you are going this direction, you need to stop, go backward and retrace your steps, see how things is going. So far, so good. The constitution they use, maybe I think from 1958 to 1963, has been the best. So let's go back, construct another thing that will accommodate the citizens of Nigeria, everybody, both minority and majority, and they can participate in the politics of the land.
And another thing is, another problem we had, how can we thank the president of the federation whereby there's a political party that is selling the presidential form for 100 million? I don't know if you get my point. And we have so many people contesting for the same thing. So if they can pay 100, like I mean, you get what I mean? There's so far so good the money can do to better Nigeria in a way. You get what I mean? So all those things we blame what? We blame the federation president because at the end of the day, like Ori said, the youths are trying. Yes, I don't think, I don't, because at the end of the day, we finish talking. This topic will still remain. Nobody will talk about it. Nobody will even talk sense to the youths because at the end of the day, when you ask them to bring the PVCs, right? So if people are not having it, how do you think they will make a change? I don't know if you get my point. Because the time they should get it is the time they're focusing on social media, talking about things that are not necessary. You get what I mean? So if everybody can stand up, though, it seems like, no, it seems like wasting time anyway, because everybody knows the how the election goes back home. So obviously, even if I'm just talking, but obviously, but at least the least the youths can do, the least Nigerians should do, is to get their PVCs to go and make sure they vote. Let it be like the vote were not counted, but show like you really want to change this situation.
Counts. Because if your vote is not counting, they will not be bribing you, giving you money to vote for them. So that shows that your vote.
But these days,
That's
you know what?
vote
They
counts.
don't bribe. They don't bribe actually people now. They bribe the head where the vote is being counted.
But on election day, you see a situation where they take cash to polling booth. They're being given them, so they are buying votes.
So except Nigerians,
So
when they sell their
they are
votes,
buying
want to sell
votes.
your
So
right.
that is it. It is because the vote is very, very important. It's very, very
At the
important.
end of the day, I still say if people can share this video, if more Nigerians that are watching can share this video, right? I want Honorable Adesina to know that there's nothing we thinking Buhari.
Yeah, and the funniest thing is that Adesina is a pastor. And for him to come outside and be saying, you see what politics has turned
in the way
to.
where we can be thankful. I don't know if you get my point.
I get. Obviously, he's just doing it for his personal
His
things,
boss.
like we said
principal.
earlier. So that's just it.
You just have to credit it. What they are doing is crediting their principal,
Because they know
letting
what
him
they
know
get
as
out
if
of
he's
it
doing
anyway.
something important. He's
But
not
he's
doing
not doing
anything.
anything at all,
So
yeah.
we've seen development in other countries within 2 or 3 years. And there's no development. You can imagine Nigeria as a giant of Africa. We call ourselves giant of Africa. No electricity for how many years? So you can imagine. I was talking to my wife some other day, like maybe 2-3 days ago. I told my wife, I said, baby, when we were born, there was no lights, no electricity in Nigeria. Now we are having our children again. Our children are still shouting up NEPA. I said, that's a crazy thing. My wife was laughing. And it's true. You can imagine you growing up from a small boy till now. If you never step out of Nigeria, your thinking will be that is how the whole wide world is. That there's no light everywhere. But because you travel now, you'll be able to see light, you see things. So if you see with what we have, Nigeria is backward with what we have in terms of leadership. And they are very brilliant people in Nigeria.
And the only thing I have to be thankful to God is that 2023 is fast approaching, which, but still, who's still going to be there? Is he going to be worse than Mr. Buhari? Or is he going to move the federation forward? Or is he going to restructure Nigeria the way it's supposed to be so that it's going to benefit everyone?
Your PVC.
That's the only thing.
And vote massively.
That's the only thing. And also choose wisely. But at the end of the day, there's nothing we are thanking Buhari for, if I must say.
Buhari is supposed to go inside jail from the presidency. Yes.
Yeah, but I think that's if it will happen, because he actually put I don't know, man. I don't know, but there's nothing I'm thanking him for. I speak the mind of Nigerians. There's nothing we thanking him for.
Buhari, the biggest failure in Nigerian history.
In Africa.
Prime Minister of Petroleum. And there is no petrol. in the country. Similar thing in 1984. Similar thing again. You can imagine. It's crazy.
It's crazy. And it's
Sad. It's actually really sad.
Mr. President, you go outside abroad, you talk to your youth as if they are nothing, they are lazy. The youth who built Nollywood, who built... When you are talking about music industry today, there are youth who are, pumping money and putting things, their talent inside a place, building from scratch. I don't think Nigeria have never benefited. Majority of the Nigerians, we've never benefited from Nigeria. From our own country, and we have all this money. The Buhari now is there pouring hot soup on our head.
And people are having money to buy presidential form for 100 million.
Mr. President is a failure, and we need to state it. There's nothing. We can't hide it. We can't hide. It's open. In the next 15 years, history will justify if Buhari has done well for the Nigerian people or not. But at this present moment, the majority of the Nigerians, we are saying, Mr. Buhari, you need to go to jail. And that is it. You need to go to jail. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything.
He really brought us from top to bottom. He said so.
Now we have to rebuild our nation. We have to take our nation back from the shit people. But hopefully we get there.
Top to bottom.
All right, guys. So, in conclusion, we are not thanking Buhari for anything.
And if all the youths that are watching this Get Real show, if you're a Nigerian, if you're not, I think you need to support Nigerians. You need to share this video. It needs to get to people that need to see it, because we're not thanking Buhari for anything.
Africa is one. Yes. Nigeria is our time now to choose another leader. Don't let them deceive you as they have always done. They will come with bread, slice of bread, maybe 2 kilos of rice for you to vote for them. As you are selling your vote, you are selling your future. You are selling the future of your children, generation to come. Think wisely. Vote wisely. A good candidate. They may give you money, collect it, but vote for your choice. And hopefully, this 2023 can give us a leader that we'll be proud of. But Buhari is a disaster. It's a failure.
Thank God.
Nigeria.
All right, guys. Okay, guys, like you heard from the squad, it's a very, very, very sad thing. Femi Adesina, nobody agrees with you. Everybody's in disagreement. Nobody's going to thank Buhari for anything. Let us know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm your girl, Melody Farida Masamba. Till next time.